Hello everybody, this is Tony and now we're flying in our BF-109E1. I finally managed to get it. And yeah, we're taking it for a ride. Let's see what we can do. This is an arcade battle and you see it in a replay. I'm climbing up to gain altitude, always amassing energy. Climbing above the clouds. This is a very nice map with all the clouds above the mountains. Very many places to hide and to dive into, and just this map looks awesome. I'm looking down trying to see any fighter that I may have a drop on. These are our bombers. They usually go up pretty high trying to get to the other side without too much interference from the enemy fighters. You can see the red dots down there. Those are all the tanks and the enemy fighters. I see this PBA getting attacked by a P-36. I try to dive for it, but I don't do much to it. And then I climb up, following the boom and zoom tactics used by the Luftwaffe, some of them actually, in the BF-109. I mean, the BF-109 is not really a turn fighter. Of course, it depends on what plane it's going against, but in this first tier there are many good turning planes, so it's best to use the BF-109 as a boom and zoom plane, which is what I'm doing. Now I spot this PBA of the enemy team and I die on it. Again, don't do much to it. Climb up again. It's always not a great idea, I think. I don't like to stay behind bombers because their guns are just shred you apart if you stay for too long. So I always try to keep moving and diving on it. Now it dives trying to get away from me, and I dive to the right and climb up again. Always keeping an eye on the enemy. This guy is the case, this bomber, and I go for another pass. And here you'll see what happens. It's such a lucky shot. From 500 meters away, it takes out the tail of the aircraft. That barely happens to me these days. No matter what plane I'm flying. I don't fly too much the Russian planes. I've seen them do very nice, but I don't fly Russian fighters just because I haven't come around to it. Now I spot this plane chasing after another bomber of the enemy team. I start climbing up. That's one thing that the BF-109 has that is very, very awesome, is that it can climb like no other plane in its tier. Like very few planes can climb like it. And I'm climbing up. This guy is like parked on the back of the bomber. Now what I'm gonna do, it may seem very bad, but I'm shooting, but I'm avoiding the guy on the front. He breaks off. I mean, some people might find it rude, but you take your opportunities. Plus, it's a bomber. If you let it lift too much, it's gonna bust you to pieces. So now we're looking for more people to shoot down. And those clouds, man, look at those clouds. Of course, sometimes they work against you, I mean, because right now I'm not seeing anybody below me. Then I spot this other plane, another bomber. In this game, I there we go. Oh, And we got him. Awesome. We got another bomber. Yeah, bombers are a very nice target because in a way they are somewhat not as fast as plane, although there are exceptions. But you should kill them, especially in ground strike maps like this one, because they tend to go all the way to the back and try to bomb your airport, and that really hurts the counter at the top. And you tend to lose because of that, because somebody left the bombers alone and then they're bombing your aircraft, your airport. Right now, looking for more to shoot at, always from a position of advantage. I'm at 6,000 meters. As you can see, there's nobody really that high as me, so very few people are gonna have the drop on me. So you're secure at this height and you're looking who to dive on. Of course, this boom and zoom tactic might not be the best because only because arcade maps tend to be very short. They're very brief, so you don't have enough time to climb up and look for somebody to dive on and then dive on them and shoot them down. From that point of view, it might be more effective to stay down low and dogfight with enemy fighters. But then again, this might be more dangerous for you. You might get shot down more times, but you might get more kills, or you have more time to get more kills, ground kills and air kills, than just flying really high and looking for somebody to shoot down. You lose more planes if you stay down, probably. I mean, depends of you as a fighter pilot, but overall it tends to be that way. So now we missed this dive on this fellow that is chasing after one of our bombers. I was going too fast and he just banged towards me to avoid me. So I'm just gonna do an MM1 and dive down on him again. So we are looking down, keeping an eye on him, making sure he's right below us, and we go again for him. He overshoots the bomber that he's attacking, and he starts turning back towards him. We shoot at him, we get some hits, but we don't really kill him, so we climb up again. Or I climb up again. And we do another half loop up. And going down again on him. This time, as you're gonna see, we get him. And as we get him, we win the match. Which is, as I was telling you before, what tends to happen. I hope you enjoyed this match, and as always, I'll see you on the next video. Bye everybody.